Hello everyone, welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we're going to have Nick. Nick's from Colchester in England, in the UK. So let's see what Nick has to say. Enjoy the interview. So hello Nick, how are you?
Hello, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Very well. Thanks so much for taking the time for the interview today. Thank you.
No, you're welcome. Sorry about the other day. I was like, oh no.
It's all right. So tell me, how was your day today?
It was busy. It was busy. I did some DIY today, so that was quite good. I did some jobs that I've been wanting to do for quite some time, but putting off. But yeah, it's yours.
Was good as well, busy,
Yeah,
but good. I love being busy. I think it's great to have your
yeah,
plate full. Sometimes the balance is good as well, but I love being
absolutely.
busy. Yeah.
No, absolutely. Just lately, I wake up and then before I know it, it's bedtime, and it's like, what happened in the day?
So tell me, what was the highlight of your day today?
The highlight of my day was actually, I'd say probably getting those DIY jobs done, which
Uh-huh.
it wasn't a very interesting job, but it was something, like I said, I've been wanting to do for a long time, which is putting some polyfiller in some holes. So exciting, I know.
Amazing. Tell me where you're from, Nick.
I am from Colchester in England. That's in Essex.
Born and raised?
Sorry?
Born and raised in Colchester?
Yes, I was. Yes, yes.
So tell me, what's the biggest joy of living in Colchester, in your opinion?
The biggest joy, I think, being the oldest recorded city in
Mhm.
England or in Great Britain. I think that is quite something. So
I see. And how far are you from London?
I think about 45 miles. So not
Okay,
far, not far. About 50 minutes on the train, on a fast train, and I'm in Liverpool Street, so very close.
very close. So tell me, how is Jay, by the way? Say my regards to Jay. He's okay?
Yes, yes, he's doing okay.
Amazing. And
Yeah.
what do you do for work, for living, Nick?
What do I do? I'm a biology tutor at the moment. So yeah, it's a recently started up business. So yeah, very enjoying it.
So tell me a little bit about your journey as a biology tutor. To tell me how everything started.
Okay. So I got a PhD, so I'm actually a molecular biophysicist. So that kind of spurred on my love of biology, I guess. And then from there, I became a teacher. And then from there, I was like, you know what, I'm going to start my own biology tuition business. So that's what started it. But the biggest joy is watching my students go from like, oh, I'm getting an E, help, and then actually nearly missing an A. And I'm like, yes. Being part of that journey is just it's remarkable. It just I'm like, oh, I helped you with that, and you could do it. So yeah, that's fulfilling.
It's amazing. I think it's amazing for you to be able to help others and at the same time as well, enjoy your journey, your path.
Yes.
It's amazing. Amazing. Okay, Nick, so during the interview, I'm going to explore a bit more about your life and also about your journey so far, okay? But before we start our journey within the Magic Box, would you like you to tell me something interesting about yourself or maybe something that not many people know about you?
Oh gosh. Something interesting about myself. I love art. I love
Oh,
painting. Yes, I
wow,
love painting. I can't draw. This is interesting. I can't draw, but I can paint.
amazing. Oh, wow.
Yeah. That would be the interesting thing. I'm sorry, what was the other question again?
No, it's okay. I mean, it was something
Yeah?
interesting, maybe
Okay.
something not many people. And do you paint, like, do you have like some schedules or you just when you feel like or some free time? How does it
Just
work?
just when I feel like it. If I'm in the mood, I'll paint. And I'll just keep going until my thought process is completely out and then I'll stop. But yeah, I'd say that's oh, and I write as well. I do like writing as well. So I think I'm quite a creative kind of individual, really.
Amazing. Okay, so during the interview, I'm going to explore a bit more about your life and your journey so far, okay?
Okay.
Are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and share your point of views? Welcome. Welcome to William in the Magic Box. So I have here my best friend. Full of random questions.
Uh-huh.
So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to play a song just for us to relax before the first question, okay?
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Right, so before we start the game, during the join, if it comes up a question that you don't want to talk about, you don't want to answer, always can change, okay?
Okay.
Amazing. First question is, what's your idea of a perfect friendship?
Having mutual respect. I would say having a good time together. You know, being able to be yourself. I think is very
Right.
important in a
Wow.
friendship.
And which friend in your life, sometimes when you feel the happiest and sometimes when you feel the saddest, which friend comes to your mind straight away for you to share, both occasions? There is someone that comes to your mind straight away?
Yay. Jay is my bestest friend in the whole wide world.
Oh dear, beautiful.
Yeah. Hands on. You know, he is my best friend. So I'm really
What
lucky to be with my best friend.
what has been the most meaningful lesson you've learned from him so far?
um, just be you and don't dislike the haters, I guess, because you know, there's so many people out there that don't see your full potential and they've got their own reasons for doing so, but just let them be them. You just carry on being you. And I think that is so important. As
And
long as
what's
you
the
know
big
you're a good person, you know, that's the main thing, right? So yeah.
and what's the biggest difference between both of you and the biggest similarity?
Oh gosh, the biggest similarity. I think we have the same morals and we have the same view on life. The biggest difference is he loves wearing odd socks and I can't stand it.
Interesting. Love it.
Yeah, in fact, it's not so much the wearing, it's the pairing of an odd sock together, and I'm like, "No, no."
Amazing. Next question. Hey, Nick from Colchester. Next question is, what does success mean to you?
Having a sense of fulfillment and doing something that you truly love and it doesn't seem like a chore, then I think that would be being successful.
And what's the meaning of life for you?
Um, Knowing that in your heart that you are making a difference and you are being a good person,
Mhm.
I think that's probably my meaning of life.
Tell me a life lesson that life has taught you that you feel very grateful for it.
Oh gosh, a life lesson. Being there for my little boy, I'd say, you know, raising him to be a really, really good human, decent being. So yeah, I'd say that's my life lesson, I guess.
Wow. And what's the biggest joy of being a mom?
Watching him growing up into being, you know, to being uh, just a happy, loving little boy, and I'm like, "Oh, this is great." Yeah, I want the best for him, you know, and seeing him thrive is just amazing.
Wow. How old is your child?
He's 9.
9 year old. Wow.
Yeah, he's still little. He's very intelligent, and it's very scary sometimes.
Yeah, I think kids nowadays is a different generation. I think it's a different world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was on holidays in Canada visiting my godson. He's just turned 6,
Oh,
and
wow, okay.
and his brother is just 2.5. And anyway, it was his birthday. We went for the chalet for the weekend. We were having a great time, and we were just playing some cards. It was like cards for kids, like
Yeah,
literally. It was
yeah.
very easy, very easy. And I was playing with my best friend, and the two boys were in the table playing. And of course, their kids, they were distracted for their things as well. They were playing at the same time. And one point, it was the turn of the youngest one to play, the 3 year
Yeah.
old. So literally, with my cards, and he knew that he got two cards in his hand, and he knew if he put one of the cards in the table, I would win because I
Mhm.
was expecting that card. Can you imagine that he looked at me, he gave me this look and said, I'm not gonna put this one because I know you're gonna win. I couldn't believe that one 3 year old. I was touching my best friend, said, how did he know that? I said, William, I just explained to them like twice, and now they literally they managed the cards very well. I couldn't believe. I was like,
Yeah,
wow,
it's
it's
mind
great.
blowing. Yeah, it's crazy.
I
That's like
mean,
me. Just
I know.
imagine.
Yes, yes, and of course he was doing other things as well. He was distracted with the other toys, but at the same time he was on the game. And I was like, wow, that's impressive. I don't think in his age I would be able to do that. I was like, wow,
Mm.
amazing. Next question. Let's do it. Right. So before the next question, tell me, you already said how much you appreciate your job, but what do you find most challenging about it?
The preparation.
Why
There
is
is
that?
so much preparation and, I like to make my lessons as fun as possible and cater them to each individual student, right?
Uh-huh.
So if I see somebody that say I mean, one of my students at the moment is struggling with, like, the heart cycle, so I'm preparing as much stuff as I can to do with that, in such a kind of simplistic way, so then we can start building up. But yeah, I'd
Right.
say preparation is the most challenging.
And you teach just one-to-one, or you did like groups in the class as well?
One to one.
One-to-one. I
One to
see. And they're different ages, or how does it work for you?
I teach GCSE and A level predominantly.
I
So,
see.
yeah.
Okay. Next question is, which question would you like to be asked?
There is. I am very hot on spreading awareness at the moment to do with narcissistic abuse. So,
Wow.
yeah, it's quite a hardcore topic, but being the sufferer of said abuse, I'm like, if I can try and help as many people as possible recognize the signs and
Wow.
spread awareness, so I'd say probably talk to me about that.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about that. So tell me a little bit, how do you, how can you recognize those signs in people when they, go in each that direction, if you can share?
Okay, so if I first of all, because I've done a lot of research into it, and also I'm discovering more about myself, and I'm finding that watching people's body language and how they say certain things, especially a no question, an answer no, they're either going to be like, okay, that's absolutely fine, I totally understand, or they'll erupt.
Right.
So if you see that, you've come across a narcissist.
Wow. And what do you think is the cause of that? That people, is that something genuine that they are, or is something about their lives or about their bringing up? What do you think? It's the starting.
I th I mean, I think it really does depend from what I understand of it, because, I'm not a professional by any means, but this is just my take on
Mhm.
it, is whether you are a narcissist or an empath, we've all got an inner child inside of us, right? We've all got that little voice talking to us. It's just we're both, being an empath, we've got our own issues. Being a narcissist, they'll have their own issues. It's just they chose to project and go along the dark path, which
Right.
is I'm never accountable. It's always someone else's fault. Whereas an empath, we take accountability. We're responsible. Yeah, I screwed up. I'm saying sorry. I'm holding my hands up. Let's fix it. There you go.
Okay.
That's I'd say a massive difference between the two. I mean, there's so many, but
I see.
yeah.
And when you think about your childhood memories, what's the best memory that comes to your mind?
Um, I'd probably say my pets, to be honest. My little rabbit. Yeah, I used to love my little rabbits and guinea pigs. Yeah, that I'd say I've got fond memories of those.
And you have a big family as well, or not? Sisters and brothers, or not?
I've got one brother. So it's just a family of four, but I wouldn't say. I mean, I've got a large extended family, but yeah, it's just got one brother.
I see. Okay. Next question. Let's
Okay.
do it. Right. Before the next question, Christmas is just around the corner. Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
tell me the meaning of Christmas for you. Do you like celebrating Christmas?
I do. I do. I love it. I love the magic. The Christmas magic, especially for my little boy, because Santa's coming and getting the house all ready and scattering the reindeer food outside, and
Yeah.
Santa's got a magic key because we don't have a chimney. So yeah, just having all that prep and all the family time, and it's just the best thing ever. So
Do you have like a routine on Christmas Day or in Christmas Eve that you do every Christmas, or you just go with the flow?
um I like to I think I'd say routine wise actually we do come downstairs, have breakfast, and it's like nobody's touching any presents until we've had breakfast. And then it's the whole Christmas lunch, and then it's do whatever really, just chill and just be together. I think that's the best thing.
On Christmas Day, tell me, or Christmas, this period of Christmas, tell me
Mm.
a music that for you, when you listen to that music, you feel like, oh my God, Christmas is here. Also, tell me one food that you need to eat on, on Christmas Day or Christmas Eve or during this time. And
Mhm.
also, tell me a movie that for you it's a must. It needs to be there on Christmas season.
Oh gosh, type of food. Well, I'm vegetarian, so I would say a corn roast or like a nut roast or something like that is a must on Christmas Day. Christmas movie. I don't know. I can't remember. My mind has gone completely blank. I'm thinking Polar Express, but then I haven't watched that in a long time. I can't think. I'm gonna go pass. I don't know.
Okay, no problem. And a music that for you, it goes like, wow, that's Christmas now.
Oh, I suck at band names, but Wizard. Do they think it's Christmas every day? Is that Wizard? I wish it could be Christmas every day. That's it.
I
Jay's
could
just
hear, I could hear a voice. Who is that?
that's Jay.
Oh my God, can I say hello?
Hi, William.
Hello, Jay.
You come here?
No,
No.
It's okay.
Oh, he's coming. He's coming.
Oh dear.
What's that?
Oh my God, look at you again.
How you doing, man? You well?
Yeah, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good,
Good.
thank you, dude.
Nice to
So I
see
don't
you.
wanna I don't wanna encroach on your on this, so I'll let you carry on.
All right. Bye bye.
Cheers.
I like the gloves. Right. Next question for you is, what's the biggest difference between your best? Oh, there. I can see now. Amazing. Next question for you is, what makes you feel discouraged?
Um, if I get a bad ping in my stomach, I guess, and I then start thinking, is this the right thing to do? Is it not? And that kind of does discourage me a bit when I get like a negative sensation.
It's like your intuition talking to you, do you think?
Yeah, intuition is talking to me, and then I because I'm quite well, obviously being a PhD, I'm very analytical, right? So I'm like, let's think outside the box here, and then I'll just kind of have this conversation with myself and work out, yeah, okay, this isn't for me. I'm going to discourage myself, but
Oh,
I would be also bite the bullet if I do think, oh, I'm going to do this. But yeah, intuition.
what's the biggest joy of being unique? What do you like the most about being yourself?
um I'm generally a quite a happy person. I think that's what I love about myself. I try to see the good, the good in people and the good in life in general. Because we've got one shot, right? So be happy.
And do you think happiness is a choice?
I think it is a choice. I mean, it can be tricky sometimes. If you're not in a very good place. I mean, we all go there sometimes where we're just a bit sad and a bit down, but then is it in your control? Is it not in your control? You can either do something to make yourself happy, or you can just sit there and not progress further. So I think it is a choice.
Tell me, when have you felt the happiest in your life?
I think when my boy was born,
Of course.
definitely, I'd say that is the happiest, best thing ever because he is my
Tell me,
little treasure. So
tell me the moment, when you had your child in your arms for the first time. Did you feel emotional? Did you feel like, my God, this is a miracle happening? Or you're kind of all over the place with your emotions at the time?
I actually remember this. Bear in mind that I had quite a difficult birth, so I had a lot of medication inside of me, let's put it that way, and I remember
Mhm.
holding him for the first time and thinking, "Oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm scared." Yeah, I remember
Wow,
that, and then after that, yeah, I'd say fearful for a while because 'cause I'm like, I don't wanna break
mhm.
you. You're so little." But, also mixed with happiness and, like you say, like every kind of emotion, but yeah.
I see. Amazing. 3 questions left. Let's do
Oh,
it. Right. Next question is, what is the most romantic thing someone has ever done for you?
do you know what? I'm actually gonna say I don't know whether you say this is kind of romantic, but
just be you, carry on being you, because you are wonderful and I love everything about you. I'd probably say that is the most romantic gesture.
Totally. I think it's the way for you to express your true self, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely, because, when you have a relationship, if they can't say even that to you, I think it's just not romance really. Yeah.
What's the biggest most motivation for you in life, Nick? When you think about life, what motivates you the most about it?
Um, Live each day as if it is your last. So be as positive as you can, be as happy as you can, do what you can, and don't be fearful. I mean, there's always going to be situations where you're like, I'm scared, I don't want to do this, but it could really benefit you. It could see me. I mean, for me, like even doing a PhD, I was so scared.
Wow.
It was like one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. But I was like, no, I am going to do this because I've got one shot. And I
Wow.
took it. Yeah.
Wow. Amazing. Two
Yeah.
questions left. Let's
Hey,
do
good.
it. Right, before the next question, of course, teaching, of course, you are teaching or helping, students. At the same time as well, you are learning with them.
Mm,
So tell me, through your career,
mhm.
teaching students, tell me something that you've learned with them so far.
Um, the thing is, I think I've learned that teaching somebody isn't just about teaching them a topic.
Hmm.
It's about, and it's not just about linking certain topics together, but I think having confidence is very, very important, because if you've got low confidence, you're not going to learn as effectively. So I have been learning myself that if we can build our confidence up,
Hmm.
and we don't go down too hard on ourselves if we don't understand something, I think that really is something beneficial, and I have learned alongside my students that. Yeah, I think that.
And as you mentioned about being a writer, do you write? Tell me a little bit about your career as a writer.
I have written a book. I've written a children's fantasy book. At the moment, I'm trying to get it published. So
Right?
can't really say too much other than it's a children's fantasy book, but it's full of humor and serious topic. But yeah, and I like writing like little sketches and things as well. So
And what was the big inspiration for you to write your book?
the biggest inspiration.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you remember I mentioned about narcissistic abuse? So
Mm,
it is spreading awareness, but obviously in a child-friendly manner and through a fictional story. So it's to do with narcissism.
I see. All right.
Yep.
Question is, what do you think people need to know about each other before they start a relationship?
I think they need to establish boundaries and
Mhm.
respect, and allowing the other person to be them and be able to be free to go to that person. So I think having a friendship is incredibly important before you dive into a relationship, because that would save a lot of heartache in the long run.
I agree with you, actually. I was talking to my friend about that. I think my
Yeah.
next relationship, I think I need to be friends with them before.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I don't know. I think it's a plus already, because I understand sometimes you just fall in love with random people, which is not wrong with that. I think it just happen, yeah. However, the older you get, you start to know yourself even better, and I think it's amazing for you to first have a connection as a friend somehow, and things go after that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, if you're in a relationship, you should be friends with the person as well that you are in a relationship with. So I think it's a
Absolutely.
very, very important aspect to a relationship.
Last question. Let's do it. Right before the last question, 2026 are just knocking the door. Yeah,
Mhm.
2025 is almost saying goodbye.
Yep.
This time of the year, you're kind of person that you make new resolutions, you kind of, thinking about a new year starting, you do some reflection, or you just kind somehow just start a new year with, something new starting, or do you put some energy in there? How do you feel during this time of the year?
To be honest, I just go with the flow.
Uh-huh.
Because I find that rather than setting like a new you know, this is what I want to achieve in the next year, I'm like, no, this is what I'm going to start achieving now.
Totally.
Yeah, that's how I've been. Because I'm like, if I set like a New Year's resolution, I'm gonna fail. It's like I feel like I'm putting too much pressure on me. It's like 1st of January, I'm gonna do this. And it doesn't happen. So I'm just like, no, just start now. Start now.
All right. Last question is, it's a good question for based on this conversation we just had now. What
Okay.
are the top 3 things on your bucket list?
My 3 things. Okay, I want to be a published author.
Mm-hmm.
That's number 1. Number 2, I want to continue to be a really good mum to my son.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess would you put that on a bucket list? Um, I would actually bucket. Where do I want to go? I've been to so many places. I wouldn't mind going back to America, to be honest. I quite like New York. I'd like to go back to New York. That okay. Bucket list number 2 is going to New
Okay.
York, be an author, and probably do some more DIY in this house. I'm going to finish this house. That's a big bucket list item, but yeah.
Amazing. Right, it's not the end yet. Let's play now the word association game. Okay, I'm going to say some words. Just tell one
Okay.
word to your mind. Quick thinking. Let's start with money,
Capitalism,
family,
love,
fear,
challenge,
life,
happiness,
love,
comfort,
religion.
good.
I like the way you said. One word for politics,
Crazy.
sex,
Love,
friendship,
together,
desire,
want,
regret.
sadness,
One word for success,
success, fulfillment,
one word for wish,
wish, desire,
one word for happiness,
come on, brain, happiness, joy,
one word for Colchester.
great.
England, one word.
Different,
One word for artist.
creative,
Amazing. And the last one now, biology tutor, one word.
wonderful.
Great. That was very quick. That came very quick.
Thank you.
Right, let's pretend I'm going to meet a best friend for a coffee, and I'm going to meet Jay for a coffee, and I'm going to ask Jay, define Nick in one positive and one negative word only. What he would say about you?
Positive, approachable.
Okay.
No, not so good. So negative, negative. Quirky. Oh no, it's actually quirky. No, quirky. Quirky can be a positive word, actually.
Yeah,
A negative word. Particular. Particular.
I like that. Okay. Let's play now, Nick, in the magic box, and you can ask me a question. Right, but before you ask the question, people watch this interview right now. Maybe they would like, their kids to have some more knowledge about biology. They would like maybe to connect with you. What's something about the job that you provide as a teacher that stands out?
I do one-to-one, and they're personally catered lessons depending on what you need. And I try to make my lessons as fun as possible.
Okay.
Because I think, learning in a fun environment, knowing that you're at ease as well, it really does make learning a lot easier.
Totally.
And also, I am happy to go over a subject again and again until we absolutely cement the knowledge and then start linking. And I try to stretch and challenge as much as possible as well. So I'd say those are the positives.
Amazing. Great.
Yeah.
Can I ask me a question now?
Are you ready?
Oh my God, I'm not sure.
If you could dress from any time period, what would you dress in and why?
Oh my God. Okay. I think the first decade that came to my mind is about the 80s. I love the 80s, and I'll tell you why. You know, growing up in Brazil, I grew up in the 80s, and I remember, you know, seeing my dad, my mom during the carnival time back in Brazil. They were, you know, they were dressing up, and I was like, oh my God, that's so colorful, that's so extravagant, you know. And I remember as well, my dad, you know, listened to those ABBA songs, you know, Elton John, all those 80s, and I was like, oh my God, they dress so, I don't know, again, colorful, beautiful. And I think, you know, sometimes I wish I could go back to that period with my age I am right now for like a weekend, just to, you know what I mean, to see the way people dressing at that time. I think, I don't know, I think there was explosion during that time, the 80s, with music, with, you know, arts and everything. And I think people, they express themselves a lot through clothing, through, you know, through colors. And I think was a time that for me, I don't know, I just, when I think as a child, when I remember like looking at on TV, movies, you see those people, you know, those long hairs, and I was like, my God, beautiful to see. So yeah, I would go to the 80s for sure. That's a time that, you know, as a child, I just was like thinking, my God, how is to be an adult and dress in this way? I think it would be amazing.
Yeah. So would you rock the shell suit then?
Yes, for sure.
Definitely. Brilliant.
Did you enjoy the interview, Nick?
Yes.
Thanks again. Thanks for taking the time. Thanks for being so kind and accepting the invitation. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. And before you go, if you can share a positive message or anything that you live by.
Okay, this is a quote that I've come up with, and it's "Don't let anyone dull your sparkle."
Wow, that's beautiful. You're unique the way you are. Don't let anyone put it down, for sure.
Thank
Beautiful.
you. Brilliant. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's lovely to meet you.
Thanks so much. You too. Regards to your kids. Regards to, say hello to Jay again and keep in touch. It was a pleasure having you on the show. Okay.
Excellent. Thank you. Okay, bye.
Bye. Night. Bye. So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why do you like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye bye. See you next time.